Morning guys, what's going on? Bucks are back out. Got the baby trees for sale again today. Got, my two willows there. Got the sun in my eyes. I got all my pines out here on the fence. They always look so nice out here on the fence. That's what's the ones I got wired there. A couple more at the end. Of course, a bunch of these babies are wired, some are not. Most of them are. That's my sign. I got my maples over there and whatever that little guy is. Couple little spruces down here. My coffee. And the rest of my pine trees. So, not gonna have many weekends left, you know. Like baseball's kind of all wrapped up. The pool down there, the water's still in the pool, but they're done using that for the year. They'll be draining that very soon. Skateboard park, empty. Park, empty. We're pretty much down to just having a lodge down at the end of the street, but I'm not gonna have as much traffic. I'm not gonna have as much foot traffic. In next June, when I start doing this again, when I'm selling, after March and April, I'm gonna have a lot more trees. Every year this will get a little bigger, a little bigger. I've got some really nice trees in the house that I haven't got out here yet. I don't have any of my cerezas out here for sale, and I will soon. So soon enough. And once it gets knowing a little more that I'm out here all the time and I have some bigger trees. Of course, my bigger trees won't be 10 bucks. The bigger and the nicer they are, the better the pot they're in, the more the price is going to go up a little bit. But I'm always going to have baby stuff here for 10 bucks if anybody walking by wants one cheap, right? I got one guy, like I say, down the street, I've got the old folks home. So I had a guy coming by here. He came by 3 weeks in a row and he was talking to me. He's the happiest guy I've ever met in my life. He's this old guy, white hair, in a wheelchair, and he would come by. I think he's an old hippie. He's always, oh, I'm doing groovy, brother, and he was always talking like that. So last week I was out here, and I'm like, if I see my bro come by here today, if I see this old guy, he had some, like an orderly kind of guy pushing him in a wheelchair around the block. So I thought, well, if I see him, I'm gonna give him one of my baby trees for free to take back and put in his window, you know? Because the guy's such a nice guy. But then he didn't show up. So there was a lady pushing another guy in a wheelchair, and I asked her, I'm like, where's my buddy today with the white hair? He's got the big guy, pushes him around the block. And she's like, oh no. She said, he may be gone. You know, she wasn't sure. I said, well, I seen you guys out here. I said, so I had hope that he was going to come by. And, but he never did. So hopefully he hasn't passed on, but he may have. He was old and he looked like he was in rough shape. I don't know his name. But I say, he's kind of my buddy. He was always talking to me out here, and I miss that guy. He was a nice guy. So hopefully I see him again. If I do, I'm definitely going to give him a tree. And, yeah, but that's okay. If not, you know, we'll make some more friends out here. I'm sure we'll give her away the odd tree for free here and there. Definitely don't have a problem with that. I didn't get into this for the money. I already make my money. This is just for my own personal fun and just to share a little bit, right? So yeah, if I gotta gift a few of them to people I really like, that I will definitely do. Anyway, you guys all have a good one. I'm gonna finish my coffee and hang out here for a bit. I kind of gotta stay in the sun right now to be warm. Mornings are getting cool. As you can see though by all the trees, we do have some trees right here in town. It's, you know, it's a little warmer in your town. So you got, they're all still pretty green in town here, the trees. But out in the country and stuff, you see now some yellows and some reds coming in to some of the trees, eh? So she's that time of the year. We are just moving on past our summer. Like I say, they even closed down the pool, eh? Down there behind my neighbor's car. I think that was last weekend, I think the last weekend they used that pool. This weekend it's no longer open. They'll be draining it soon, and that's what I always know. When they drain that pool, you know you're wrapping up your summer. She's just about done, eh? So the nice thing is though with the pine trees, my pines and my spruce, I'll be able to stay out here. You know, I'll be able to come out here on Sundays and put these out for sale for a while. Like theoretically, even on a nice day, right into November, you could. I'll have all of October, I have all the rest of September. I'm not sure what the date is today, but we're just in the first part of September. So I mean, I've got some time. I can always sit out here with a coat on, stay a little warmer, drink 2 coffees instead of 1. But there'll be days where I'll still be able to be out here for a while. And then next summer, this is going to get a lot bigger. This is just the very beginning of my first year. But yeah, every tree I do, I got to make a video. I just made another tree a couple nights ago that's just perfect. My wife just couldn't believe it when she seen it that I had done it. So I got to make a video about that tree. I am getting better. And next April, I'm going to have to be up every morning at 5 a.m. And I am going to have to be in the bush all day, every day, for the month of April, except for the days that I gotta work. It works a little slower that time of the year, but I am gonna have to gather as many trees as I can in the spring so I can keep going next year. So I know June, I'll make some money in June on Mudcat when everything's going on here across the street from me. You got the car show, you got the concert at night, you got the Mudcat festival. So you got stuff just going on all day long and everything, the parade. So some of these babies will probably sell on that day, and I'll have a lot more of them. I already do. I have way more babies to put in pots. It's just until I start selling some, there was no point in putting them all in little bonsai pots, so they're just in training pots. But anyways, I guess I should let you guys go. You guys all have a good day, and love you guys. I'll see you later. Let's see my arm wrestling buddies later in a bit here. We got arm wrestling, but yeah, I'll keep watching down the street just in case. Hopefully that old hippie guy didn't pass away on me. If he did, rest in peace, brother. You were groovy. That is for damn sure. You were a unique kind of person, you know. It's too bad I didn't know you longer. But if he is still around, and I see him, I'll definitely give him a treat. But I'm not sure. It's not looking good. I haven't seen the old boy. Anyway, I say you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take it easy, peace, love, and see you guys in the next video.